Last night, the stars were out at the 2021 Met Gala, so which celebrities understood the assignment? Let's get into it.
This year's Met Gala theme was all about America, with the official theme dubbed In America, a lexicon of fashion. And it's safe to say American fashion is clearly open to interpretation, but some celebrities absolutely nailed the theme. And in no particular order, Emma Chamberlain was an early arrival on the red carpet, and in her gold mini dress and retro makeup, she was giving serious vintage Hollywood and Twiggy vibes. She slayed in her first ever Met Gala look, and can we please take a moment and look at that glam? Normani looked like an absolute queen in this gorgeous Valentino ball gown, with perfect eye-popping glam, which in her words could be described as yellow pops on dark skin. I feel regal, I feel like a queen. We bow down to this queen. One of the night's biggest showstoppers was Lil Nas X, who gave us not one, not two, but 3 Versace looks last night. That's right, serving us with his own Lady Gaga-inspired multi-look reveal on the Met Gala steps. First, he started with the regal robe before changing into a gold armor type outfit and landing on a glittery gold bodysuit. We don't exactly know what this has to do with America, but we support whatever country Lil Nas X is reigning over. Olivia Rodrigo has quickly become a pro at rocking the red carpet, and the Met Gala was no different. The first time Met Gala attendee showed up in a lace bodysuit with a feathered neckline and oversized earrings. She gave us the soft punk rock look we all deserved, looking stunning, happy and healthy, and we don't even need to ask. Keke Palmer was one of the hosts for last night's red carpet coverage. She was giving off major 70s disco vibes with beautiful Diana Ross style locks in a floor-length sparkly gown. She looked amazing. Billie Eilish, who also happened to be one of the co-chairs for this year's Met Gala, also leaned majorly into Hollywood glam, giving us serious Marilyn Monroe vibes in her blush gown and short cropped blonde locks. She looked like an absolute vision. She told interviewers that the Oscar de la Renta dress was inspired by Holiday Barbie. Rosé from Blackpink kept it simple in a perfect little black Saint Laurent dress for her Met Gala debut, and we are obsessed with her hair and accessories for this look. Sisters Chloe and Halle absolutely stunned on the red carpet. They both wore Rodarte, and although they both used American divas as their inspiration, they showed off their individual style, with Chloe serving goddess vibes, while Halle paid homage to legendary singer Tina Turner. We stan. This list wouldn't be a Met Gala list if we didn't include the one and only queen of the Met Gala, Rihanna, who of course was fashionably late, but as always making it worth the wait. She shut down the carpet in a stunning Balenciaga overcoat and matching hat that only she could rock like this, alongside her boo A$AP Rocky, who could also only make a quilt-inspired look this cool. Kendall Jenner basically took our breath away, looking like an absolute Hollywood beauty queen in this sheer sparkly Givenchy beaded gown, which was a nod to Audrey Hepburn. And although those are just some of the standout looks from the night, we still have more that we absolutely have to mention. For instance, Barbie Ferreira was a vision wearing this vintage style 20s beaded gown. Shawn Mendes wore an all black with an open leather jacket, but it was Camila Cabello who stole the show right beside him, wearing a purple 2-piece sequin number. Mr. and Mrs. Bieber kept things pretty sleek and simple, with Justin wearing a suit from his own fashion line Drew with some seriously comfy looking pants, and Hailey in a simple YSL dress, which she also paired back with some shades for some of their pics. Yara Shahidi looked like an absolute goddess and effortless beauty in this look. Megan Fox was a complete showstopper in this red cutout gown with absolute jaw-dropping glam. Hailey Steinfeld was almost unrecognizable, but in the very best way possible, in this stunning fashion-forward look that was giving us edgy Tinkerbell vibes. JLo shut down the carpet in her look, but let's be real, does this woman ever not shut it down? She's a red carpet pro, and we are always so grateful for everything she brings. Model Iman must also get a mention because this is the kind of commitment we live for at the Met Gala. Gigi Hadid was giving us major main character energy in this super glamorous Prada gown with hair and glam to die for. And can we please take a moment to appreciate Megan Thee Stallion's classic Hollywood starlet look with the most flawless glam as always. People had a lot to say about influencer Addison Rae joining the Met Gala carpet, and while her look was a little more pared back than some were expecting, she definitely looked stunning and turned heads in a vintage 2003 Tom Ford for Gucci dress with a corset top, and completed her red look with a fresh blonde cut. And if the dress looked familiar, well, it's because her BFF Kourtney Kardashian also rocked a similar version of it back in 2019. We loved it then and we still love it now. We could be here all day, and seriously all day. So this by no means is an exhaustive list of looks. And while there were a lot of celebrities that not only understood the assignment and or absolutely slayed, we can't not mention someone who really had us confused. And let's just say, still confused and not quite sure how they interpreted the assignment, but we're here for the art. Kim Kardashian, at least that's who we believe it is, completely shocked everyone in this head-to-toe black, masked Balenciaga ensemble that looks like it was a page straight out of Kanye West's Donda book. We have so many questions, but perhaps for another day. One thing's for sure, Kim definitely knows how to make an entrance.
Like I said, we could be here all day drooling over the fashion, but in the meantime, click right over here for more Met Gala red carpet looks. Then after that, be sure to let me know which was your favorite look from the 2021 Met Gala in the comments section below. I'm your host, Susan Morad. You can find me on socials at Susan_Morad. I'll catch you later. Bye guys.